Look at that.
Wow.
This is back when, when the photographers would tell you what to do and you would just do it. Like, they were like, I want you to think, but I want you to sit on a chair. No, actually, I want you to squat.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And that was back in the day where you bought shirts that didn't fit you. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. You'd buy a shirt, doesn't fit you. I'm wearing work boots and a bowling shirt, and I'm squatting on a chair backwards.
Such bull poo. Such bull poo,
Yeah, and you know what? For some reason, I kind of like that picture, so I paid to have smaller ones made up, and I would actually pass out the smaller ones.
You should open up a Darren Carter Pocket Party podcast portrait studio. Yeah.
Hey, everybody, come on down. Squat backwards on a chair. We'll take your photo. Yeah. So anyways, next time I see you, I'll give you one of these.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
It'll be right there next to your map of the world. But,
can you stick a pencil in my eye, too, while you're at it?
Hey, buddy, I've got 2 of them. You ready? A virtual sticker. I'm a virtual pencil in the eye. And we're back. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Pocket Party Podcast. Frequent guest, good friend, Brian Holtzman. How are you, Brian?
Oh, just fine. Thank you. Thank you, Darren. How you doing today?
I'm great, man. I got my coffee. I got the machine all ready to do a Pocket Party Podcast. And I got a great guest. So today's going to be a great day. Thanks for coming on again.
And thank you for doing Dead Air today.
Dude, you're very welcome. It's funny. A lot of times I'll finish a podcast with you. I'll edit it. It takes me about 3 hours because I have to, a lot of boring stuff. But basically, by the time I get it up on YouTube, it's oftentimes 1 a.m, 2 a.m, and it's great because
it's not like you have to get up in the morning and go to work or anything.
Yeah, but in the world that we live in, it's great because I'll put it out there. And I'll take a shower right before I go to bed. And it's only been on the World Wide Web, the YouTube, for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And I'm already getting thumbs up and comments. And last week when you were on, I asked the guy, I said, where are you right now? Where do you live? And the guy said, Sydney, Australia. And here we are in Los Angeles, California. So it's really a wonderful time to be able to entertain around the world.
I love the world. You can see right here. Can you see the map of the world?
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah, I keep this right in my counter because I just love to see and experience new places and whatnot. Yeah, were you able to see the map okay, Darren?
Absolutely. It's funny. We have 2 bathrooms, and each bathroom, the shower curtain is a map of the world. And our son's 12 years old, and I'm going to tell you, he has memorized, I believe there's 196 countries and some, are they called territories? I'm not sure, but
some are territories, some are countries, but
he memorized all of them. He can go through the whole list. And
lucky, a real smart kid.
Yeah, he's been spending a lot of time in those bathrooms looking at that shower curtain.
Huh?
Yeah. I know. Well, listen, he's 12 years old. He's starting to get interested in things other than the world. But yeah,
this is the map of the United States.
Wow.
I only wish it was really united.
Yeah. I've been to every state except for Hawaii.
Right.
I either performed or went there on vacation,
So what do you have on the agenda today for the podcast?
Man, well, I want to, let's do some items of interest. Now, I have a couple things. Do you want me to start, or would you like to start, or do you want to sprinkle them in?
Why don't you start, since it's your pocket?
It's called Pocket Party.
It's your Pocket Party podcast.
Yeah.
Say that 10 times quick, and you got the pot.
Yeah. Pocket Party Podcast. Pocket Party Podcast.
Pocket Party Podcast. Peter Pumpkin Eater did his 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 Pocket Party Podcast. Peter did his Pocket Party Podcast. Whoa, that's a tongue twister.
I'll tell you how I came up with the name Pocket Party, and then you tell me how you came up with the name of your podcast. I thought, we have these devices, with us all the time. And I was going to call it, Darren Carter and the friends in your pocket. And you'd pull out the device, boom, live a great story. I love that. Live a great story. And I thought, let's do that. Let's have the friends in your pocket. But then I thought, then I have to rely on booking like a lot of guests every week. And I'm like, that's kind of hard. So I thought, I'll just call it Pocket Party. You pull it, boom, it's a party.
It's very hard to get guests.
It is.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It is hard.
They're on the road, they're out of town. People are busy. They don't have time. And if it's during the weekday, they're at work. Some of them are working. It's difficult to get guests.
Yeah, and it's. I was watching this tutorial on YouTube about building up your YouTube channel, and one of the things they said no matter if you're a travel show or a fitness show, whatever you are, they said if you can learn how to make videos in front of your camera in your own home, you're going to accelerate because you're not looking for locations. Try to make it as simple as you can to do those YouTube videos and also to do a podcast. Like, what you're doing every week is great. It's like you got your items of interest. You're not relying on like 5 guests every show. It's like, how
do I do a YouTube video? You just do it with your phone, and then upload it from your iPhone to your YouTube channel.
Yeah, you could do it several ways. That's one way. You do it on your even like your Insta stories.
Instagram.
Yeah. What I like to do is I use an app called InShot, and I'll kind of resize it so it fits the YouTube format, 16:9 or 16:9 or whatever it is. And that way it goes on the YouTube channel. But yeah, you could be doing YouTube videos as well. All right, I'm going to show you a couple of items of interest. Are you ready? Now, I think I showed you this one before, but I was looking at this old box of photos of different.
Let's hear it.
You ready? Look at this. I don't know. For some reason, this one makes me laugh.
Oh, the rooster. Cock-a-doodle-doo. All right.
That photo makes me laugh because it's almost like there's some lady. I picture like some women hanging around a pool, and they're like, I wish somebody would have some sunscreen, and then this guy pops in.
There it is. There's the rooster. All right, here we go.
So there's one. Now here's another one. Did you ever go out for commercial auditions? Is that something you were ever interested in, or did you do it?
No, they sent me out. Somebody tried to help me, and then the lady said, pretend that there's a wall behind you, and you're in a balloon, and you're floating up. You know how they tell you to pretend? I got kind of angry, before you in LA traffic, you get there and then you show up and there's 150 idiots that look just like you. It's a pain in the butt. And you got kids running around with their mothers trying to be child actors and actresses. Then you get in there and they tell you to act like, make believe you're floating, and she tried to help me, and I said, and I wound up getting a little bit angry with the lady, and she's trying to help me get a job, and here I am taking her to task. So it really didn't work out.
No, it's true. I get it, man, and it can ruin your day. You have your day planned, and they're like, "Wait, all your plans are canceled. We need you to sit in traffic for an hour to go in for 3 seconds." So it's like, ugh.
But, and I think they're doing it all on the web now. I think there's no more driving around. You submit your audition through what we're doing now. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. And there was my third audition I ever got. I actually booked it. It was a national commercial, and I thought it was like.
Oh, it's a hair club for men.
No. No.
They're playing your movie again. They're playing your movie again. They're playing your movie again on the television. Be cool. I saw it advertised on this channel. It's called This Channel.
Oh, nice. If you guys I'm in a scene with John Travolta. Check it out. It's called Be Cool. It's a sequel to Get Shorty. I'm in there. But check this out. Here's a commercial. This is one of my earliest, one of my last commercial headshots, and it looked like this. And
they switched to color.
Yeah, they went to color, and they had me leaning over a counter at a diner. If you look, you can see the salt and pepper right there. And
Wow.
I kind of have a look like she goes, act like you're managing a restaurant and you're waiting for your customers to come in, or you're just, it's been.
Yeah, I got tired of that. Every time you get a new agent or new manager, they say, oh, we need new headshots. We need new headshots. We need new headshots. What's wrong with the headshots? It's a pain in the ass, I'm telling you. And then first they're color, then they're black and white, then they're like 4 pictures in one. Then they don't want one. Then they want a serious one. Then they want one that you're smiling, and then they want one where you're doing stuff. They're all a pain in the ass. I'm telling you. That's why I bless anybody can get work in this business. I gotta get my hat. If I had a hat on, it would be off. My hat is off to you. Because it's, we need to, I got headshots. What's wrong with the headshots I have?
Exactly. You get a new headshot every year and a half, and you're good to go. Now, this one, what I didn't like about this one is sometimes comedy clubs would grab this one, and you don't want this in front of the comedy club because it looks like you're not funny, like you're just some disappointed comedian and who's upset that nobody showed up. So
you're really excited about these headshots. It's almost like you're disappointed and in your face today.
Wait, I got to show you one last one. Now, this is cool.
I'm sure you will. I can't stop you. I can't wring your neck over the computer. Go ahead.
It worked. Do that again. Oh, gosh. That was a virtual choke.
All right. Let's see it now, Darren. That's another thing I don't like on these talk shows. They come out to talk to the talk show, and they have to take a drink. Take a drink before you come out, you idiot. What do you mean? Are you that thirsty? You're only going to be here for a little bit of segment. They're just so afraid of not doing anything. As soon as they get out there, I got to take a drink. Take the drink backstage, you ham. Idiot.
Look at that.
Wow.
This is back when... when the photographers would tell you what to do and you would just do it? Like, they were like, I want you to think, but I want you to sit on a chair. No, actually, I want you to squat.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And that was back in the day where you bought shirts that didn't fit you. Yeah. Yes,
exactly. You'd buy a shirt, doesn't fit you. I'm wearing work boots and a bowling shirt, and I'm squatting on a chair backwards.
Such bull poo. Such bull poo,
Yeah. And you know what? For some reason, I kind of like that picture, so I paid to have smaller ones made up, and I would actually pass out the smaller ones.
You should open up a Darren Carter Pocket Party podcast portrait studio. Yeah.
Hey, everybody, come on down. Squat backwards on a chair. We'll take your photo. Yeah. So anyways, next time I see you, I'll give you one of these.
Oh, I can't wait.
It'll be right there next to your map of the world. But,
can you stick a pencil in my eye, too, while you're at it?
Hey, buddy, I've got 2 of them. You ready? A virtual sticker. I'm a virtual pencil in the eye. Oh, you're wearing glasses. I'm going to play drums on your eye, on your glasses. All right.
So today was the big Comedy Store benefit for penniless comics. So I hope they raised some money. They had 4 segments.
Nice.
I hear it was a smashing success. So.
Oh, good. By the way, if you guys want to help us out, I have a Venmo. It's Darren Carter Comic. And I'm not doing any live dates. So if anybody wants to hit that Venmo, Darren Carter Comic, and I'm also on PayPal. What about you, Brian? What do you got? You throw your Venmo out. Why not?
I'm on that platform, I guess, and I'm on Cameo, and I'm on
Cameo is fine as well.
I'm on Facebook, and I'm on Twitter. I'm not sure I want to get involved in that TikTok nonsense.
Yeah, me either. Yeah,
they're all dancing. Come on. There's only a few people that know how to dance. Everybody thinks they know how to dance. There's a few good dancers, but not everybody can dance. But they want to dance, even if they don't know how to dance. They dance, and it's dance over there, so I can't see you dancing.
Right? Yeah. Did you ever get into breakdancing and all that? Was that your? No, you were in the Air Force.
Breakdancing champion in East Coast Regional semifinals, 1979. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. When I hurt my ankle in practice.
Wow.
I couldn't. Must be something wrong with the tape here. Fix your audio. Yeah, that wasn't me. So you're quarantining. Is everything okay? You're getting through this?
Yeah, I'm getting through it. And I went outside today a couple times, went for a nice little run. And man, I got to be honest, even though I'm exercising, I think I'm eating more, and I think I'm starting to creep a little bit and gain a little weight, and I don't like it. Today when we did the podcast, I noticed my jeans were a little tighter. That's not good. That's what, if anything we're learning is to put jeans on at least once a week, and you'll realize if you're losing weight or not, or gaining weight or not, because they were a little snug.
You are correct, sir.
You are correct. Yes, because I've been wearing mainly like relaxing shorts, like board shorts, boxers, T-shirts.
Nice.
So when you put those jeans on, I was like, okay, I'm gonna slow down on the pizza.
So yeah, you gain weight. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not, listen, I know I recognize the problem, and now I'm gonna solve it. So after that, I went for a little run, and after we did the podcast, I did a little dumbbell workout, a little something, and now let's jump into some items of interest on your end. Items of interest with Brian Holtzman.
Let me look for some.
As you're looking, I got to tell you, man, Red Band today gave us some hot, spicy chocolate, and I couldn't even last 2 seconds with it. But it's funny. I went and got Thai food from my favorite place in Burbank. It's called the Thai Room, and I'd love to take you there sometime when we're done with the podcast. It's on Hollywood Way. It's called Thai Room. It'll be my treat. And I got to tell you, I don't know if it was extra spicy today just by accident, or maybe because I haven't had it for a month, but it was almost too spicy to enjoy. It was I was sweating. My tongue was red.
Usually they give you a choice of no spice, spicy, extra spicy, hot. Did you choose one of those?
No, I've been going there for years, and they usually, maybe I should have reminded them, make it very mild, because it was like I almost didn't enjoy it. I was sweating.
Billions of locusts. This is out of Kenya. An item of interest from Kenya. A dense cloud of locusts, 20 times the size of the plague that ravaged East Africa 2 months ago, is now spreading across the same region, with billions of bugs devouring crops in Kenya, Uganda, Ethiopia, and Somalia. And they got enough problem with food to begin with. The last thing they need is a hungry swarm of locusts taking what little food they have. This is terrible. This is some of the worst news I've heard in a long time, and I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
The outbreak in February was already the worst in 70 years, and the United Nations warned that this new wave could be very bad.
I was looking up natural predators of locusts, and it says birds, wasps, and certain species of beetles. Also, spiders, birds, lizards, and desert foxes.
The beetle is what's responsible for killing all those trees up in Big Bear in California.
Really?
They drill their holes into the bark of the tree. They call it the beetle bark, and it kills the trees. And all the trees need to be cut down because they could become a fire hazard when they're dead. So how'd you like to have a house up in Big Bear and find out all your pine trees are dead?
Wow. By the way, I did something I don't think I've ever done. As a family, we planted 5 trees this weekend. It was amazing.
Somebody died? Did somebody die in your family?
No. It was just nice.
Usually somebody dies before you plant a tree. You planted 5. What'd you have? Was somebody in a horrible automobile accident and the whole family was wiped out? 5 trees. Wow.
Yeah. No, we planted 2 fig trees and 3 what's called gopher trees. And I'd never dug it. I'd never planted a tree. You're big into like bonsais and stuff.
I brought one of my bonsais today. What is a gopher tree? I'm not familiar with that species.
Yeah, okay, gopher tree. Apparently, gophers don't like the way it smells, and they stay away. So you plant the gopher trees around the other trees, so the gophers don't, attack the fig tree. And I'll tell you real quick, Brian, it was interesting to plant a tree. You know how we did it? I read the instructions, and the instructions said to dig 3 feet down, dig as wide as a barrel, and then after you dig down, you put some water in there. Then you take the loose soil and you fill the hole halfway up, and then you put the tree in and you spread the roots all out, and then you continue to put the loose soil on top, put more water, and then you build like a moat around the tree. That way the water will stay there.
Right. And the important thing is a lot of people, sometimes when you get garden trees from the garden center, they'll plant it in a container much, much too low.
Oh.
You want to just put the soil just above the root ball.
Oh yeah, root ball. That's the word, root ball.
You don't want to put too much soil. They put too much soil on the trunk of the tree, and that causes root rot. So be careful of that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Did you stake the trees? Did you stake the trees?
I did my job, and then I think my sister-in-law finished up. So we'll see.
This is up in Bakersfield at the farm?
Yeah, up at the farm. Yeah. But
what's her name?
They're farmers. They know what they're doing.
What's her name?
Betty.
Tree Nut?
Yeah, Tree Nut.
Betty the Tree Nut. This one is out of Italy. This is very, very another disturbing, has to do with trees as well. Southern Europe's olive industry could be wrecked by a deadly bacteria that has already killed 1 million olive trees in Italy alone. This disease with a big long name, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. I'll just spell it. How's that? And you can just laugh your butt off that somebody would have the nerve to make a word like this. XYLELLATIDISODA has infected 17% of Italy's olive trees and spread to Spain, Portugal, France. There is no cure for the disease, which locals are calling olive leprosy.
Ooh.
Right? Anything with leprosy in it, is bad. I mean, leprosy is, that's not something that's going to go away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
By the way, I'm a huge fan of olives. I love olives. When I get pizza,
I thought you were going to say you were a huge fan of leprosy.
No. Hey, have you ever heard that song? It's a leprosy song. Every time you go away, you take a piece of me with you.
Don't want to live like a leper. Don't want to live like a leper.
Do you like olives? Are you an olive eater? Do you like olives?
I'll have some black olives on a pizza, yes, but I'm not a big olive connoisseur, no.
I love olives. I've opened up a can of olives, drained them, put them in a bowl, stuck them in the fridge, and then ate the bowl of olives for dinner. I opened
up a can of worms once when I went fishing. Locals are calling out leprosy, and fighting it requires the afflicted trees to be taken down, along with nearby healthy ones, to make a wide lane that the bacteria can't spread by insects and can't cross. The cost to the industry could be $22 billion, Darren. 22. Wow. I didn't know that was that big of a business as olives. $22 billion. And orchards that have been in families for generations could be destroyed. They're going to have to get a job at Ralph's or something. They're going to have to stop this olive business, I guess. How do you put an economic number on the loss of something like this? Wow. You don't. You can't. It's like saying,
when I was a kid, I remember we would bring olives home, and we had a big bucket, and I remember we'd put them in lye to prepare them. You got to prepare them in lye, and that's all I remember. I just remember we had olives and lime. We'd wait a while before we could eat them. It wasn't like you could just pull olives out and start eating them.
Lye.
Process to it.
Beastie Boys fans.
Love the Beastie Boys. First album I ever had was License to Ill.
Yeah, I got to get that on CD. I'm gonna order that from Amazon right after this podcast. Is this a podcast? Is this what you?
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, do you have Spotify? Because if you have Spotify, it's free.
I don't want to get technical right now. I don't want. I don't want to hear about another platform, another social media freaking platform. Is it free?
Yes, and you can listen to albums for free and podcasts on Spotify.
So, do I get the app on my phone? Is that it?
Yes.
All right. I know some people got pages and pages and pages and pages of apps on their phone. I'm getting nervous with more than 2 pages. So this is going to come out on April 24th on Apple TV, and this is going to be a documentary type thing on the Beastie Boys. You got to fight for your right to party, and that should be interesting as heck because everybody loves the Beastie Boys. If you don't like the Beastie Boys, you probably don't have a pulse. You know?
Remember this? Hold it now, hit it. Hold it now, hit it. Remember that? Do you remember Paul Revere? The beat went like this. It goes. Well, here's a little story I like to tell about 3 bad buddies who know so well.
I like it. Yeah, it's fun. You're laughing at the same time you're listening.
Yeah. I remember like that song, like
it's better than that guy, singing about throwing his kid off the balcony.
Yeah. What was it again?
I'm going to meet you in heaven.
Tears in heaven.
Yeah, you don't know whether
my name.
It's hard to dance to a song like that for crying out loud. Anyway.
Yeah. Do you remember that song though, Girls?
Oh yeah, girls out there, girls. Girl,
here's the lyrics. I got the lyrics. Girls. All I really want is girls. And in the morning, it's girl. I'll tell you what. Every time I point at you, you say girls.
Girls.
All I really want is
girls.
And in the morning, it's
girls.
As in the evening, it's
girls.
I like the way that they walk. And it's chill to hear them talk. And I can always make them smile. From White Castle to the Nile. Back in the day. Yeah, it was great. And then it would just go on and on. Oh, my God. See, these lyrics, they wouldn't put these out nowadays. I hope that she'll say, hey, me and you should hit the hay. I'd ask her out. She'd say, no way. I should have probably guessed her gay. So I broke north with no delay. Yeah.
You're gaining weight when even your pajama bottoms feel tight.
Oh, wait. Okay, wait, real quick. I got you. Ready? Here comes the girls part. I'm going to point. You say girls. Here we go.
Girls.
You do the dishes.
Girls.
You clean up my room.
Girls.
You do the laundry.
Girls.
And in the bathroom.
Girls.
All I really want is
girls.
2 at a time I want.
Girls.
With new wave hairdos I want.
Girls.
I ought to whip out my
girls.
And then you say it a whole bunch of times. I ought to whip out my girls.
Hey, Darren, just because you prepared this doesn't mean we have to see it till the end. Okay?
Okay.
Right?
I'll put it away.
You got the idea, Darren. Here's a good one. Here's an item of interest I think everyone will be excited about.
Girls. Oh, sorry.
Some crew members on stranded cruises have already been laid off, but have no way to get off the ship, said so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. The U.S. has extended its no-sail order for cruise ships until July and prohibited anybody on board from taking a commercial flight or public transportation to get home.
Dang.
That has left nearly 80,000 workers on 100 ships still at sea off the East Coast, the West Coast, and in the Gulf Coast. And one crew member has been aboard the Norwegian Pearl for nearly a month without passengers, and her contract was terminated 2 weeks ago. It's not all bad, though. It says non-essential crew on Royal Caribbean's Brilliance of the Sea are being paid until April 25th, after which time they become just like the guests.
Oh, that's nice.
Free lodging, free food. And
They flip over. They flip over from being a crew to a guest. That's good.
and internet access too.
Wow. I wonder imagine if you're no longer working there, but you got to hang out on the ship. I wonder if you would just hang around the pool all day.
Well, I guess you could do that if you wanted to, Darren. I guess you could do that. All right. Headshot again. Holy cow. Yeah.
Have you ever been on a cruise ship?
No.
I did it once.
Did you like it?
I didn't like it. I don't like the seasick feeling, when the boat's rocking like this. I wasn't into the boat rocking, didn't like it. How it starts rocking. You're like,
I'm told you got to get a cabin or try to get it in the center of the ship.
Oh, yeah.
Less likely to be disturbed by the currents in the water.
Yeah, I'm sure there's ways around it. It wasn't that bad, but it is a little weird, though.
It's like being quarantined. It's like an apartment complex on a boat.
Yeah, see, and I'm an outdoor guy. Like, even though I get sunburned, I cover myself up. I like to walk around, and when I do Vegas, I don't even really walk down the strip. I go behind the hotel, and I walk around the parking lot. I like to be away from the crowds.
When are you doing Vegas again?
I don't know when I'm going to do it again, but I usually do the Las Vegas Laugh Factory at the Tropicana, knock on wood. I love it. But sometimes I will just go to the back of the hotel and walk around those big ballrooms, like the meeting rooms, because nobody's in there. And that'll be like my indoor gym.
You don't want to jog in the street or something?
No. I tried it. I tried to go down the Las Vegas Strip. There's too many people, and there's tourists, and the people dressed up like SpongeBob and Woody and Buzz and Woody from Toy Story.
You gotta just go. You gotta go on the outskirts. I stay at a place called the Days Inn.
Oh,
you go over there to Days Inn. There's a Denny's right there, and connected to the casino. It's great. You open your hotel door. You go right in your room. You come out. You're outside. There's not 1,500 Chinese trying to check in with 15 tons of baggage. There's no elevators you have to wait for to go up and down. The resort tax is like $14 or $17 instead of $48 at a major hotel. Those hotels are over. The thing with Vegas, it used to be cheap. You could eat cheap. You could stay cheap. That's all over now. It's all corporate, and they want every last penny from your pocket.
Yep.
So you stay off the strip. You go to the Days Inn. You will love it.
Yeah, that's what I would like. I would like, like an old Vegas feel, as opposed to like you said, crowded elevators. Everybody's, I don't need.
Oh my God, you have to wait for an elevator. I was in a hotel in New York City, and it was where was I at the hotel? I forget where the heck I was. It was like bullshit. It was just, pardon my French, but it was.
Yeah.
And you can't take the stairs because you're too far up, and you might interrupt somebody getting raped in a stairwell. It's just terrible. It's unbelievable. So I go to the Days Inn. So I brought some items. You asked me to bring some items. Did you?
Yeah. What do you got there? What do you got there, Brian?
I have this. This is a back scratcher.
Oh, dude, I love back scratchers.
I collect back scratchers.
What if I have one here?
And this is a very unique back scratcher. I don't know if the camera can pick this up.
I think there's extra fingers.
No, there's 5.
Oh, okay.
There's 5, Darren. And this is a very unusual back scratcher in the fact that it's in the shape. It looks like somebody's hand.
Yeah.
See?
Oh, yeah.
And I can really get into the nook and crannies of my itch with this back scratcher. A lot of back scratches, they're only one piece.
Yes. Oh, can you hang tight? I'm going to be right back. I'm going to show you a back scratcher I got. Okay.
Can I continue telling them about this back scratcher?
Tell them about that back scratcher and give me yes.
This one was, I think I got this in Singapore. I'm not sure. It was either Singapore or it was downtown LA. And look, it even has a smiley face on it. Can you see the smiley face? That's an Oriental or an Asian, and that's her face. You can see the eyes are a little bit slanted. The hair is pulled back in a bun.
Whoa.
The red lipstick and the thin face. And that gets sort of a decorative top to the back scratcher. I haven't had a scratchy back in a while, so I haven't used this one, but I'm looking forward to the next time I have an itch and I can actually, and I can hang it too if I want to hang it.
Oh, that's cool. Now that's a fancy back scratcher. Here's my back scratcher. See, it kind of does the same thing.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember where you purchased that back scratcher?
No, I think I got this one as a birthday gift, and it used to have a roller thing there so you could kind of massage yourself.
Oh, yes. I've seen the massage roller adapters.
Yeah.
Do you remember the person who gave you that back scratcher?
Yeah, I think I got it for my birthday from my wife because she got tired of scratching my back. She's like,
She did it.
She's like, do it yourself.
You should have told her, well, I'm tired of you living in my house.
Hey, and then what's great is you get a kid like my son, and I just got to go, hey, scratch my back, and then he scratches the back. But then now he's getting a little older, so now he likes to do it extra hard, and he's like, and he does it once, like and then sometimes he'll just hand me my own back scratcher.
Yeah, I think this might have been from Chinatown in San Francisco. I just can't. All the Chinatowns have the same. They kind of look the same. You forget where you are.
I'm going to show you a next level back scratcher. Are you ready? This is next level. Look at this.
Oh, wow. I've never seen one like that.
I hope this shows up because I am using green screen. But look.
It almost looks like a dirty.
Look, and then it has like these. There's a strap. And these two green.
Oh no, that's a rape kit. That's what somebody uses to take control against their will. Put that away. The ball.
I don't know if this will actually work on because I'm using green screen. But what you do is you put it behind you, and it's almost like a towel, like you're drying your back, and you scratch your back like that. See?
Very nice.
Like that. I don't know if it's gonna work.
I've never seen one like that before in my whole life.
Dude, this one's great. Oh, yeah. See, it's like you're drying your back off. And if you look, see, this side is real sharp. And then the other side, it's not as sharp. And thank you. That was Back Scratch Talk on the Pocket Party Podcast.
I also have a bottle of water. This is Arrowhead. I like to leave them.
Yeah.
I only drink it when I'm thirsty.
This is becoming desperate show and tell.
I have this I got in Chinatown. This is the year of the rat.
Oh wow.
See?
Wow. Ooh, it's like a golden rat. Hold it right there sideways. Right there. Wow.
And you can open it up and put special things in here if you want.
Ooh, what would you put in there?
People will put pills in there, maybe a ring, something special, a medallion, maybe a religious medal that they don't want to lose.
I guess you have to look at it like it's the year of the rat. It's a good thing. Because usually my visceral attitude is I see a rat, I don't want to put anything in there. It's disgusting to me.
Of course, these are not real diamonds, but it who knows? If this was in a case at Tiffany, you'd say it's real diamonds. You can't tell the difference between fake diamonds and real diamonds, and unless you're the woman who's got the diamond, she'll make sure it's real or not. That's for sure. This is a box. This is a beautiful box that I got from Dubai. This is where the check comes in. And you give them the change, and they were so nice.
Hold that box up a little bit so we can see it.
They gave them. Isn't that a nice box?
Wow!
And this is what they put the change in.
Wow, that's cool.
I keep some coins in here and some.
Who puts the change in there? Like at the cash register, that kind of thing? You mean?
When it's time to pay, they'll bring this little box over to the table.
Oh.
And that'll be your bill. Yeah.
That's cool. You know what? I love chessboards. I would love to, if I had like the money and the space to collect chessboards. I think I would get into that because I like looking at them online, like different fancy chessboards. And that box reminded me of a cool chessboard.
There's another interesting box. I forget where I picked this box up.
Wow.
Very interesting box.
That's cool. It's like you'd put rings and stuff in there, I guess.
These are my dog tags. I keep my dog tags in here when I was in the Air Force.
Hey, you were telling me earlier that you don't like to wear rings, and you said that because some hazards can happen with the ring.
You could pull your finger off in a ring. You get caught in the elevator door, or maybe the subway, or maybe the door jammed. It'll take your finger right off.
And Red Band was saying that they have rubber engagement rings. I never knew that. Maybe there's just a rubber band. Maybe that's what it is. It's like, hey, honey, I ain't going nowhere. Put this rubber band around your finger.
I got this in Egypt.
Wow. And what's the purpose of that? Just to for looks?
What they did is, I think, when they had confrontations with other cultures and they always brought back and looted whatever they found from that particular. The Romans did it a lot.
Yeah.
That's why you see these things. There's one in New York City too, in the Museum of Natural History. I think it is these are famous throughout the world, and it's sort of like a temple monument, perhaps. And I brought this back too.
Wow.
It's another little box. You open it up and you can put special things in there.
Yeah.
I was putting rubber bands in there for a while, but then I said, I'm a better place for rubber bands.
Yeah, that's cool.
These little magnets. See the magnets?
Oh, wow. So that is kind of like.
Yeah, it kind of clicks.
That's great.
That's
cool.
Yeah. Now, this is a building that I went up to when I was in Dubai. This is the Burj Khalifa. The Burj Khalifa. This is the tallest building in the world.
By the way, if you're listening to this podcast, there's a video version, so come on YouTube and you can see all the things Brian is talking about.
And this was the tallest building in the world, but I think the newest tallest building in the world, Darren, is going to be in Saudi Arabia.
Wow. Now, they say it's the tallest building, but don't they just add the height because they put an antenna on top of the...
Well, it's always a controversy on who you speak to. Some people believe that you shouldn't include the antenna, and other people include the antenna. I think it is from antenna to the ground.
Yeah.
After all, you couldn't have the antenna without the building. But you'll get different opinions on. Some people aren't comfortable counting the antenna as part of the record. But that was a fascinating country and a fascinating. And what you do, you have to make a reservation, and then you have to show up on the day that you made your reservation. I had a hard time. We didn't want to go when we were supposed to go, and then we went, and then I had to, kind of start yelling a little bit. Come on, I'm from California. We're not going to be back here anytime soon. We weren't feeling well. Can we go now? And it was like it was a big deal. My God.
Good to know. That's a helpful hint.
This is what I got from Rome.
Okay, that's cool.
And I had to go to the bathroom, and I urinated. Believe it or not. And I didn't feel bad about urinating on one of these inner areas or something.
Yeah.
To a group, because how much blood was shed in this thing? A little urine. A little American California urine is really going to be a big deal after all the people that were killed in this Coliseum.
Yeah.
Give me a break. You're going to arrest me for relieving myself? I got a weak bladder, okay? I'm on, what do they call it? What's that stuff on the television?
Viagra.
Not Viagra. The
Lexapro.
Oh, geez, I'll remember it. Beta carotene. What do they call it?
Beta carotene.
Yeah. Do you have a leaky prostate? Do you have trouble with your love life? Do you need to go to the bathroom more than you should? Well, You should not ignore your prostate. Your
Yeah.
prostate shouldn't be ignored. Hey, I'm ignoring my prostate. And I guess the last thing I want to tell you is about this rock. See this rock?
Yeah.
You know the story behind this rock?
Tell us.
It's just a rock, Darren.
Just a random, slightly green rock.
You know I like bonsai trees.
Oh, yeah.
So how do you like this one?
Wow. Look at that, you guys. How big is that?
This is not too tall.
Wow.
Here's my hand. Okay?
Oh, yeah. That's amazing.
This is
Now,
a minute.
If that was left in the wild, how big would that tree get?
It would get very large.
Like 6 feet tall, 10 feet, maybe taller?
Yeah.
That's bananas. Now, how many bonsai trees do you think you have?
I have about 60. There's the pot.
Wow. Did you say 6 or 60?
60.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's fascinating. Well, that's it. That's all the things. I could have brought some more, but I figured, we'll save something for next time.
Yeah,
perhaps.
save it for next time. I want to thank you for coming on the Pocket Party podcast once again.
Well, thanks for having me. There's not too many people who invite me to be on their podcast.
Man, I don't know why not. You're a great guy to talk to, and you got an interesting life. Do you have any words of wisdom? I love the words of wisdom. Usually we end these podcasts with.
Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to read something.
Please, and I'll tell you one thing that you said as you're getting ready. That you said that it stuck with me, and I've used this to help my friends since we've talked about this. Never make a decision with a closed fist. I love that quote you read. Because if you have a fist, you're angry, you're making bad decisions. You said maybe make a decision a week later, 2 weeks later, and that's the best. That's a great words of wisdom, to never make a decision with a closed fist.
And this is something I'm going to read to everybody that's being quarantined, and you're finding it hard, and you're really at your wit's end. So this is something. It's not too long. It's about 2 paragraphs, and I think it'll make sense. It says Buddhists are taught to meditate on their own deaths, to visualize the end and reflect on its Darren, you want to help me with that?
Yeah, what was the word again?
Inevitability.
Dang it, what's that word again? Inevitable.
Inevitability. Reflect on its inevitability. Reminding yourself of your mortality isn't a morbid exercise. It serves as a spiritual face slap meant to heighten your appreciation of the current moment, to put small worries and irritations in perspective, to wake you to the reality that our time here is limited. The coronavirus pandemic is not a drill. It has brought great suffering and death to humanity. But if we are to exact any value or meaning from this scourge, it must be in the clarity it can provide about what really matters. Hiding out from the virus at home is terribly frustrating. Still, I've noticed a great sweetness in everything not denied me. My love and appreciation for my cellmates, my wife, Carla, and my dog, Teddy, have been enhanced despite the 24/7 togetherness. Our grown daughters' texts and phone calls are even more precious than before, bringing little heartbursts of relief and affection. Fondness floods me when I see friends and coworkers' face on Zoom. Food, even the third day leftovers, is more delicious than I acquire now that I acquire it at some risk. Without any certainty, I will be there tomorrow. Without any certainty, it will be there tomorrow. Excuse me. The buds, the blossoms, the bird songs of the spring are more thrilling this year. Their promise of renewal more desperately needed. The other day I was on a bicycle to get some air and light. I found that every runner and cyclist I passed gave a cheery wave, rich in fellow feelings. One jogger smiled at me, a stranger with such genuine warmth, I was startled. I love to wave at people, Darren, where I live, even though I know they're not going to wave back. She called out. She said hello. She called out as I rolled by in recognition of our shared predicament. Escaped prisoners trying to wring some joy from a spring day. How can we feel gratitude at this dark time amid a planet-wide crisis unlike any in our lifetimes? How can we not? Nothing we've been reminded. It's guaranteed. Nothing we've been reminded is guaranteed. Nothing should be taken for granted. And this is by William Falk.
That was great.
I thought that was worth reading. Yeah, it'll be over soon. So how are you going to come out the other side?
Yep. What are you going to do during this whole time and come out of the other side? Maybe learning new skills, appreciating things. I spent an hour sweeping the driveway, and I got to be honest, I hadn't swept the driveway in I don't know how long, and it felt great. It felt great. It was very therapeutic just to sweep, focus on that task. And when I was done, I looked at the driveway, and I was really pleased. And nobody cared, just me.
Well, you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of anybody else.
That's right. I want to thank you for coming on. Do me a favor. We're going to look right into the camera. Let's give it a big smile. See if we can get a thumbnail going on. Ready? So give it a real big smile and hold it for about 5 seconds. I hope that works. I don't know what I'm doing, but I think the algorithms or the YouTube will figure that out and make that a thumbnail.
Can I tell them where they can find me?
Yes.
I have a YouTube channel. It's called The Holtzman Zone. And you can find over 200 of my Instagram videos and that you may have missed.
Yeah. Hey, I love those. You're so creative with your Instagram. Where can people find you on Instagram?
Instagram is
Brian Holtzman, right? It might be Holtzman Brian.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna put the link on the YouTube channel, so don't even worry about it. But
here it is. I got it right here.
Okay. BrianHoltzman.com, Instagram, Brian Holtzman. Love it.
Can you see that?
I can. That's great. That's beautiful. What's on the other side of that card? Nothing? Or a picture? Oh, that's cool. That's funny. Look at that. That's great.
And then, of course, Dead Air.
Yeah.
Dead Air, my podcast, is on the Red Band Network television, YouTube.
Yeah, look it up on YouTube. But well, Brian, thank you for coming on. And you guys send Holtzman a message. Let them know that you like it, and share this video, share this podcast. Let people know that you like us, what we're doing here, and just try to make life a little easier at this time. So thank you.
We'll all get through it. We'll all get through it.
That's right. Thank you, Brian. I'll see you next week, okay?
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
Bye-bye.
You got it. Bye.
We're done with this interview.
So when my son was about 10 years old, I remember he came into the kitchen and he goes, "Hey, Mom, how many pounds do you weigh?" And she goes, "You never ask a woman how many pounds." And he thought about it and he goes, "How many tons?" I said, "This kid's funny. I gotta write that down." Anyways, I'm gonna write some more jokes down. And while I'm doing that, you guys click one of these bubbles and watch another one of my videos. And thanks again for subscribing. Thank you.
Pocket Party.